good, y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got the hidden cost of being an attractive man by Big Moji. Y'all know what the deal is, man. Follow me on both Jays here and Jays there. Get tapped through on my socials. Without further ado, ain't no more yapping. We just gonna get right into it.
For a guy who's attractive, motivated, and focused, here's the truth that no one tells you. Dating actually gets harder for you guys. People would assume that you have options and that you're always talking to someone. But really, most girls won't approach you. The ones who do might only see the surface. You're selective, and not because you're arrogant, but because you've built too much to just let anyone in. And you just want peace and not distraction. So yeah, you might have more attention, but finding someone who actually sees you, that's the real challenge. Follow me for more dating tips.
Being attractive.
Interesting. So she's basically saying guys who are focused, motivated, getting to their goals, hustling, physically attracted, they often struggle to get play. Now, in my experience, right, as a guy who's went from like my eighth, I'm basing this off my middle school, like 7th grade, when I, started thinking about girls and relationships and all that type of stuff, right? Versus me now, junior. I can definitely say as the time goes on, as I've been putting in more work in both the gym, reading books, meditation, learning how to socialize, how to better myself, how to improve how I present myself. I've definitely had more options, right? In middle school, I wasn't really like, talking like girls. Now, girls still thought, I think it was like a couple girls who still thought I was cute, maybe like 2 or 3, right? Over my middle school career. But once I got into like high school, I definitely think it increased, right? Freshman year, first couple months, nothing really happened. You feel me? I was kind of just chilling. Then I had my first real girlfriend, right? Dated for a couple months, broke up over the summer. Then sophomore year, I was actually able to interact with more girls, right? But a lot of them either failed because, they said they were busy, or they just, stopped responding or some sort, right? Now, junior year, which I'm in currently, has by far been the most of attention I've gotten from girls, right? However, so the whole part of you not being able to have options, I think is wrong because you've developed your stuff. There's higher value. You've put more work in, thus you have a higher value. And if something's more valuable and there's less of it, there's going to be higher demand for it, which is why if diamonds were everywhere and anybody could get them, they'd be less valuable, right? Because it's a symbol of status, right? However, I think on the option where she said that it's actually harder for you to maintain a relationship, there might be some level of truth to that. Because I feel like when you just get into dating, you're a teenager, you're like, oh, I just want to, do this, go crazy, I'm willing to get any girl. But now as someone who's matured, who's grown from his younger self, who's put in the work, who's focused, who's motivated on YouTube, school, lifting weights, getting stronger, getting better every single day, I'm not willing to just date anyone, right? Like, I have a certain standard I uphold to myself and the people around me too. Like, I'm not about to just date a girl who has nothing going on. Like, she's not working, she's not focused on school, she's disrespectful, what I'm saying? Like, she might be very pretty, but I'm not going for that. You feel me? Like, you have to be of a certain level. Because I've built I'm not going to say I'm like where I want to fully be yet, but I've built a good amount of myself. 2 YouTube channels that are actively growing, a good body, good grades, a very solid reputation among people that know me. I'm not willing to risk that all for someone who I believe from a first perspective, like we just met, we're talking, who I believe is not up to par for long. Because I've gone to a point where I don't feel like messing with girls just for relations, like, sex and all that. Because I think that's a waste of time and energy. Hard keeps might be a dumb name. I don't feel like the need to just, have a bunch of sex. Because, like, to me, that's the same mindset of someone who's addicted to porn. You're actively pursuing these experiences and these people just to have sex, and to most likely ghost them and not talk to them after that. You're chasing the nut. You're chasing pleasure, and to me, that's pointless, right? If we're talking about long-term success, like, because if I'm gonna date a girl and be interested in her, I want to be able to have something more long-term to where we can build off each other and actually have fun and have a meaningful connection versus having sex.
Physically, okay, or just maybe in other aspects of your life. You got shit going on for you, okay? You're winning, whatever the case may be. But mainly I'm talking about being attractive, okay? You got that magnetic energy, you're physically attractive, you're beautiful, okay? You need to realize you are going to be a problem in certain situations that other people wouldn't be a problem in. You're going to be hated on when, if someone else were in your shoes with that exact situation that you're being hated on for, if they were in that situation, they would have never received the hate. You gotta realize that sometimes people fucking hate on you because of who you are. And I'm not talking about like, oh, because you did XYZ or because of like your character or whatever. It's because of like how much you're winning, or because people see that you're at the
I was thinking when she was saying like people hate you when you're winning, it's jealousy, it's envy. Like, niggas will hate on you because you're doing good, because it's envy, right? You're living the life and you're making moves that they're not able to make, and they hate that shit, right?
top, or people see that you're attractive. And I feel like this might seem like common sense to a lot of people, but you got to really put this shit into perspective.
Well, one of my people down, it's your boy, Big Moji. My G, everything comes with its pros and flipping cons. You see, as we level up as man, we have to understand that, like, even though we're going to receive attention, it's going to make your life easier. At the same time, it can actually make your life harder.
Like, I feel like, especially when it comes to woman attraction, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've had times where I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want this, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, cause like, you know, sometimes I'm just trying to chill, right? You know, a girl come up to me, let me get that Insta, she trying to talk, whatever. I'm just like, nah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. So I think it's there's definitely instances where you get too much attention, where you have so much going on that you don't have time to make for people in your life or in your family, right? Where versus a person who's not really on that level you're on would have time for that type of stuff. Like, I catch myself more often than not just wanting to be alone, right? To focus on myself, to meditate, to think about shit. Versus a person who maybe not, who a different person in my shoes would be more open to hang out with people, to have fun, Because it's like, I hold myself to such a high standard that I've missed out on experiences, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to just, you know, anybody and everybody. Like, I have a certain level of standards for that shit. And it's also like, I value my time and I value my energy and I value improving myself. So doing shit like going out to parties and having a lot of sex and, you know, hooking a bunch of girls, it's like that shit don't interest me. Or I've missed out on those experiences because I got tapped into semen retention and nofap and all that self-improvement shits from a very young age, like mid-teenage years. So I'm most likely completely skipped like the whole going out, texting every girl, having a lot of sex. I've most likely skipped that phase because it's like I don't see value in it, especially if we're talking long term. Like, yeah, it may feel good in the short term, but I'm talking long term, like a couple weeks, couple months. Waste of time, waste of money, and overall waste of energy on some shit.
Getting that body game, you see, like, you're intimidating people now. People are kind of hating on you. But what happens when you really tap into your purpose? Your transformation is not just about you. It brings out insecurities in others when they see, oh, this man is logged in, you on your diet, you focusing on yourself, you're not skipping the gym. It makes people feel bad, fam.
Yeah, I feel like it's both ways. Like, it can, when you're focused on your grind, you're really focused on getting better, whether it be your body, your money, your career, your mental, your spiritual. You're focused, you're locked in, you're not wasting a lot of time. You're spending your waking hours getting shit done instead of lollygagging. people that can cause both envy and like, you know, respect. Cause niggas is envious that you're making moves, you're hustling, you're getting plays, like you really locked in on some shit, and they hate that you're winning, right? Cause some niggas just gonna hate. But then you got people who are like, they see you, and they're like, bro, I gotta be like this nigga, like, cause I've had people ask me multiple times, like, yo, what's your workout routine? Like, yo, how'd you get your skin so clear? Like, how'd you get that physique? Like, you know, what can I do to get my locks on? Like, how can I dress? Like, I've had that shit happen to me. Like, people ask me for that shit. And I'm willing to give advice. Like, I'm not one of these niggas that's just going to gatekeep everything. Like, I'm willing to give you advice. Right? You know what I'm saying? I have a whole workout routine in my phone that I follow because it makes my life so much easier to just know when I'm in the gym, knowing what I need to do. YouTube videos, all right, we need to upload these. You know what I'm saying? It's time to upload. It's time to study. Like, I feel like in my personal experiences, I felt more of the love and support and respect, especially in like school. Like, dudes be dapping me up. You know, niggas hit that. You know, that's like the respect. Like, you know, what's up, head nod? You know, I be getting asked to like parties and, you know, functions and club. Like I'd say so much of that, my positive experiences with interacting with people has come because I put in the work for it, bro. That I was focused. Like, me in my shoes who was lackadaisical with the gym, not uploading YouTube videos, not putting in any type of work in school, B's and C's, you know what I'm saying, or more likely just C's and D's and shit. You know, a less hardened physique, you know, more fat, more chubby face, guy who didn't take care of his hair, his skin, more acne. He would not get the respect and the opportunities I have. Because I've had to mess up a lot. Like, mess up. But those mess ups and those, you know, trials and errors have given me clarity. I've looked in the past, I'm thinking, what can I do from this mistake, this bad experience that I had? So what can I learn from it to make a positive experience right now in the present? You feel me? Like an example of that being, you know what I'm saying? Let me think. Like, you failed a test. That's your ass. Your grade went down. Now I need to study. I need to take notes, actively participate in class more, go home, spend at least 30 minutes studying that subject, taking notes, doing practice problems, at least 2 weeks in advance before, like, that test comes up, so I have more ball knowledge on that shit.
When you're waking up early, sipping your flipping water, and people are like, yo, man, are you going to eat this damn-ass donuts? You're like, no. I'm not eating this damn-ass donuts. Maybe you're out with your homies or some people. They say, are you drinking alcohol? Then you're like, nah, today I'm not drinking. It makes people scared. Like, people don't like it. People want you to just be an average person. It's the yin and yang. There's always a dark side to everything, fam. As a guy who has body game, you're getting in the gym, you're getting in shape, you have to know this, fam. People want to fight you just because of the way you look. They're trying to test you. Obviously, it's low because you look intimidating, but majority of the time you see the evil eyes when you rocking off your tank top, you're going about your day, you're walking down the street and you're rocking your vest. People feel like you're trying to try them just because of your aura. There's something about it. The same reason they flip and love you is why they flip and going to hate you. If I'm going to say this, girls are going to assume like you're full of yourself, but sometimes it's not. You're just a humble guy who just looks amazing, and they're trying to humble you. I remember this other day.
Ever since I've gone into crazy shape, I'm more conscious of where I wear tank tops, bro. Cause like, I know if I wear a tank top to any type of function, dreads out, nigga. Especially if I got like a pump or some shit, I'm getting stares, niggas is looking, bro. I know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm more conscious of that shit. Like, sometimes you gotta dress to nerf yourself, nigga. Like, no bullshit, bro. Like, even if I could wear a tank top in school, I probably wouldn't because of the amount of attention I would have, bro. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I was on a video chat with this girl. She was like, nah, I'm not complimenting you. You're full of yourself. I'm like, you self-sabotaging yourself. You already think, hey, this guy is all about him.
I've never had a girl not talk to me because she said I'm full of myself or I'm bad. I've never had that happen to me, bro. No real shit. I've probably had people envy me because of the way I look and how I move, but I've never had a girl you know, be like, oh, I don't want him. He looked too good. Like, he's too muscular. Like, I've never, you know, had that to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Himself, but that's not the case. Sometimes you might be this guy who's in shape, you on your mission, but you scare away a lot of girls because you have standards. It's that flipping mirror, and most people don't want that flipping mirror because it's scary, fam. She knows being with you, it means she has to be on point. She has to take care of herself, and majority of the girls don't want to shoot in the gym. You're going to scare them away because you come with that big flipping D energy, my G.
Man.
Of course, body game goes a long way.
No, it definitely does. Body game goes such a, like, the respect you get from dudes and the attention you get from girls is so fucking, like, you get so much of that shit just off having, like, defined shoulders, a chest, and a six-pack, bro. Like, that shit. Like, I wear certain clothes just because I know I can pull it off because of my physique, bro.
But it also comes with it prawns and flipping corns, fam. And once you realize that, fam, you don't take things personal. Because it's not every shot you're going to get. You're going to get rejected even though you look amazing. You got things going on for yourself, and you have to understand. You have to go where you're flipping celebrated. Some flipping guys are not going to invite you at events because your physique is on point. They know if you come through, something might happen. You feel me? And you gotta realize this and just lock in and keep on going on it. But what happens most of the time, people stop because you feel bad for shining. I used to feel bad for shining.
Fuck that. I'm putting my foot on the gas, nigga. Niggas want me to hit the brakes, nigga. Get out the car. What are you talking about?
Making sure the little I have, I'm not a rich guy at all. The little I have, I maximize to the best of my abilities, my fashion, my style, everything, fam. My physique. But people start hating on you. Even guys who have way more money hate on you. Why? They see something in you. They know, like, once you get the money, it will flip and amplify you. That's why they flip and hate.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have to get into your flipping mind, fam.
Don't let that shit get in your mind, bro. Keep hustling, keep grinding, keep putting in work and believing that you are gonna win.
You have to keep on digging, my G. You have to keep on digging. Everything has its dark side, fam. If you want to do something, you have to have tough skin. Because if you don't have tough skin, you're going to let the hate pull you down. But the hate should motivate you, to show you, it should definitely show you that you're doing something, fam. I go by the name Big Moji. Be part of the journey. Sub, like.
Hey, that was a good video, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But with that being said, you already know what the deal is, man. So check out the original content creator, the person who made the original video. Obviously, we put that bitch in the description. Stay healthy, and stay blessed. It's your boy Jay, and I'm out.